Hi everybody, today we are going to do the I am agreement together, and this is something I'm going to very simply explain to you that at certain points I'm going to ask you to pause this video so that you can follow along with me. So the first step is that I want you to go to wayofthefrog.org. You're going to go to the I am agreement. There is a downloadable PDF there. It's going to take you maybe a minute or two to download. So I want you to go ahead and start there. You're going to go ahead and download that. And you can pause this video now while you do that step. Okay. Now that you've got that, the next step is you're going to open that document. And the first thing you're going to do is read the instructions. It's very short. And I want you to read those instructions. It won't take very long. And you can pause this video while you're reading those instructions, and then you can resume the video once you are done. Okay. So now that you're done with the instructions, the next step is that you're going to go ahead and scroll down to where you find the agreement itself. It should be a couple of pages. It might be a little confusing, but that's okay. I just want you to see it and understand as much as you can of what it is you're reading. You can always reach out to me if you have any questions. So I want you to pause this video now, and I want you to read that agreement, and so that you completely understand what it is we're doing here. Okay, now that you've paused long enough to review the agreement itself, the next step for the quick version of this is you're going to scan through the document so that you can see the pages. So you're just going to scroll through it. This part will take a few minutes. It's a very large document. So I want you to just scroll all the way through it, all the way to the very end. There are attachments and an addenda in this document, all of which refer to one another. It will call up different addendas for each of these statements that we're going to be doing together. So I want you to just scroll through the entire document. You can put me on pause with this video until you are completely done with that process. Now once you're done taking a look at the statements, I want you to take a couple of minutes. We've talked about muscle testing, and I want you to muscle test a couple of the questions on the sheet. Just find a couple that really ring true for you. Maybe pick out 5 or 10 and figure out what your answer to that statement is. And it's very simple. You can just say the number of the item and test the number. So you can say number 1014 and then muscle test it. If it's a yes, then that is it and is a yes for you right now. And then we will test it again when you're done to see if it's changed to a no, if that's what needs to happen. So you want to find find a couple where it's not the response that you want it to be. So keep looking. If you keep getting ones that you're happy with, I want you to keep going until you find a couple that you're not happy with and you want to see those change. This is tangible, so I want you to be able to test it afterwards and make sure that that has shifted for you. So go ahead and we're going to use a test. So again, my name is Tina, my name is Fred. It will slip. And if you, again, you're not trying to smash it down, you're just trying to do a light test. So if it slips, then it's a no or whatever it is. So you're going to say yes or no. Figure out what your true and false is. And then go ahead and you're going to read that out. So if it's 1014, and then you're going to test it. Is it right now yes, or is it right now a no? So go ahead and put this video on pause and go ahead and test a couple of those questions for yourself, and then we'll come back to this. Okay, now that you're done figuring out a couple of questions that you'd like to cross-check after we're done with this agreement, the next step is we're going to actually do the protocols which were identified in the instructions and in the agreement. And so we're going to put one hand behind the head, leave a little space, and one hand at the heart. And I want you to focus on the energy at the back of the head. And you say with me out loud, I'm running protocol 1 now. And wait till you feel that energy at the head. And then you're going to say, I'm running protocol 2 now. I want you to really focus on your heart, bringing in all this information and making these changes, making it possible, making it safe. You bring all this into your heart. Focus your love and your joy right there in your heart space, and let that energy build. when it feels really full. Sometimes it'll feel heavy. Once that's done, you can say I'm running protocol 3, or you can say I accept. And then I want you to push that energy into the heart. Put your hands down. Take a nice deep breath. Take a couple. Release it. You might feel a little dizzy, so make sure you're sitting down, like I am. So just keep breathing. Out again. And then what you're going to do is you're going to pause this video. You're going to go back to the questions that you just tested, and you're going to check those again and make sure that they have now changed to the response that it is you're wanting, which has already been defined in the agreement. Again, you can go through the agreement. You can choose to exclude anything that you see in there that you'd like to exclude. This is you changing you. Okay, this is you taking your power back. That's what this is about. And it's about rewriting what's in your field and rewriting what's your agreement with this universe and with this matrix, and that's all this is about. So the entire agreement, as much as possible, will shift each time, and you can do this in the morning. You just do the hand thing again. You don't need to reread it again. You already have this information. Your eyes take it in. Your brain knows. Your subconscious sees it. All you have to do is do it all at once. And you can run this again in the morning. Each time it's going to clear a little bit more. If there is stuff that's been a little stubborn, and if you have things that are really troublesome and you kind of start working through that list over time and you start running into certain things, you're welcome to contact me, and we can do we can work together to move through some of the heavier stuff. There is a whole other piece that goes with this for really troubled situations. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions. That is the process. It's very simple, and I'm very happy to provide this to everybody. I hope it makes a huge change for you.